Have you ever felt that unsettling tug of weakness in your legs, a little tremor when you try to stand, or the nagging thought that maybe your steps aren't as steady as they used to be? It's a feeling that creeps up on many of us, isn't it? Well, I've got good news. The right foods can help keep your legs powerful and steady. Today, I'm going to share 5 surprisingly tasty foods that aren't just delicious, they're powerful allies in keeping your legs strong, flexible, and ready for anything life throws your way. These aren't just random health fads, they're packed with the exact nutrients your legs are craving. I've seen the transformations with hundreds of seniors who have re-energized their legs using these same foods. I'm Hunter Carrington, and welcome to my channel. I've dedicated myself to sharing wisdom about living well in our golden years. From practical tips to heartwarming conversations, we'll discover together how to make these golden years truly shine. Subscribe to stay connected and inspired. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference for me. Are you ready to learn these simple secrets? Number 1. Slow-cooked chicken or turkey. The first food that'll make your legs strong is slow-cooked chicken or turkey, and here's why it works so well. When you slow-cook these meats, something magical happens in your kitchen. That tough protein breaks down into tender, juicy bites that practically melt in your mouth. Your body needs this protein to build and maintain those leg muscles that keep you steady on your feet. Now you might be thinking back to those dry, tough chicken breasts you've had before. But slow cooking changes everything. Picture this. You put your chicken in the slow cooker in the morning. As the hours pass, the meat soaks up all the flavors while becoming incredibly tender. 6 to 8 hours later, you've got meat that's not just easy to chew, it's bursting with flavor. I remember when my mom started having trouble with tough meats. She almost gave up on chicken until I showed her this method. Here's a simple way to start. Grab your slow cooker, add a pound of chicken or turkey, your favorite seasonings, and a cup of broth. Set it on low for 6-8 hours. That's it. No fancy techniques needed. The slow cooker does all the work while you go about your day. Want to make it even better? Try adding some root vegetables like carrots and potatoes around the meat. They'll soak up all those wonderful juices and give you extra nutrients for those legs. Plus, you'll have a complete meal ready when dinner time comes around. Number 2. Creamy vegetable soups with fortified milk. Our second leg strengthening food starts right in your soup bowl with creamy vegetable soups made with fortified milk. You're getting so much more than just a warm, comforting meal. You're giving your legs the calcium and vitamin D they desperately need to stay strong. Here's what makes these soups so powerful for your legs. That fortified milk isn't just regular milk. It's packed with extra vitamin D, which helps your body absorb calcium. When you combine this with vegetables, you create a perfect mix of nutrients that work together to maintain your leg strength. Making these soups brings back memories of my grandmother's kitchen. She'd always say soup was her secret to staying steady on her feet. Now, science proves she was right. The combination of fortified milk and vegetables creates an easy-to-absorb form of calcium that goes straight to strengthening your leg bones. I'll share 3 quick soup ideas you can try tonight. Start with classic creamy tomato soup. The acid in tomatoes pairs perfectly with a fortified milk, making those nutrients even easier for your body to use. Then there's butternut squash soup, naturally sweet and packed with vitamins. My personal favorite is potato soup. It's filling, satisfying, and when made with fortified milk, it becomes a powerhouse for leg strength. The beauty of these soups? They're so simple to make. Put your vegetables in a pot, add some broth, blend until smooth, then stir in your fortified milk. In about 30 minutes, you've got a delicious meal that's actually working to keep your legs strong. You can make a big batch on Sunday and have it ready for the whole week. Each bowl you eat is another step towards stronger, more reliable legs. And during cold weather, there's nothing better than warming up with a bowl of soup that's doing so much good for your body. Number 3. Baked sweet potato fries with a light sprinkle of cinnamon. Our third leg-strengthening food brings the perfect mix of nutrition and satisfaction. Baked sweet potato fries with a sprinkle of cinnamon. Sweet potatoes pack a powerful punch of potassium that your leg muscles need to stay strong and prevent cramping. My dad struggled with leg weakness until he discovered these fries. The secret? Sweet potatoes contain this amazing combination of potassium and fiber that works better than regular potatoes for keeping your legs strong. Making these couldn't be simpler. Cut your sweet potatoes into strips, toss them with a tiny bit of olive oil, and pop them in the oven. While they're baking, your kitchen fills with this wonderful aroma, especially when you add that hint of cinnamon. 20 minutes later, you've got crispy golden fries that actually help build leg strength. You might wonder about the cinnamon. It's not just for taste. Cinnamon helps control blood sugar levels, which means your legs get a steady supply of energy. When you pair it with sweet potatoes, you create this perfect combination that supports leg health and satisfies cravings at the same time. Here's a quick tip I learned from years of making these. After cutting the sweet potatoes, pat them dry with a paper towel. This small step makes them extra crispy in the oven. And don't worry about perfect cuts. Slightly uneven pieces give you a mix of crispy and tender fries that's absolutely delicious. Store them in an airtight container and they stay crispy for snacking all day long. Every time you munch on these fries, you're doing something good for your legs. They're so tasty, you'll forget they're actually healthy. Number 4. Apple slices with peanut butter or almond butter. You won't believe how something so simple can make such a difference. Apple slices with peanut or almond butter. This snack does more than just taste good. It gives your body exactly what it needs to keep you moving with confidence. Think about this combination for a minute. When you bite into a crisp apple slice topped with creamy nut butter, you're getting fiber from the apple, protein from the nut butter, and healthy fats that work together to power your muscles. This mix helps you stay energized and steady on your feet all day long. My friend Sarah started eating this snack every afternoon. She noticed her energy stayed strong right through her evening walk. No more sitting down to rest halfway through, just steady strength that lasted. The natural sugars in apples give you quick energy, while the nut butter provides lasting power. Here's my favorite way to prepare this snack. Cut your apple into thick wedges. They hold the nut butter better than thin slices. Spread a spoonful of nut butter on each slice. If you're making them ahead of time, squeeze a little lemon juice on the apples to keep them fresh and bright. You can switch things up too. Try different apple varieties. Honeycrisp gives you extra crunch while Gala offers natural sweetness. Switch between peanut and almond butter for different flavors. Some days I add a sprinkle of cinnamon or a few raisins on top. Keep your apples in the fridge and nut butter in the pantry, and you'll always have what you need for this powerful snack. It's perfect for those times when you need a boost between meals or before heading out for activities. Number 5. Bean and vegetable stew with whole grain bread. Here comes a meal that'll make you feel warm, satisfied, and strong. Bean and vegetable stew with whole grain bread. When you combine these ingredients, you create something that's more than just comfort food. It's a powerhouse of potassium and magnesium that keeps you steady on your feet. Making this stew feels like creating magic in your kitchen. Start with your favorite beans. kidney, navy, or black beans all work wonderfully. Add chunks of colorful vegetables like carrots, celery, and tomatoes. As everything simmers together, the beans and vegetables share their nutrients, creating a meal that's easy to digest and absorb. The whole grain bread adds another layer of goodness. Dip it into the rich broth, and you'll get this wonderful combination of textures: soft, warm stew with crusty bread that soaks up all those flavors. Each bite delivers nutrients straight to your muscles. Here's a simple way to get started. Put your beans and vegetables in a pot with some broth and your favorite herbs. Let it simmer until everything's tender, about an hour. The longer it cooks, the more the flavors come together. Make extra because it tastes even better the next day. You can freeze portions of this stew for easy meals later. On busy days, just warm it up, grab some whole grain bread, and you've got a complete meal that'll keep you feeling strong and energized. You've got all 5 foods that'll keep you strong and steady. Now's the time to fill your kitchen with these simple ingredients and start feeling the difference they make. Remember, slow-cooked chicken or turkey for protein, creamy vegetable soups with fortified milk for calcium, sweet potato fries with cinnamon for potassium, apple slices with nut butter for lasting energy, and bean stew with whole grain bread for complete nutrition. Start with just one of these foods today. Maybe grab those apples and peanut butter for your afternoon snack, or put some chicken in the slow cooker for dinner. Small changes add up to big results when you make them part of your daily routine. I'd love to hear which food you're going to try first. Drop a comment below with number 1 if you're starting with the slow-cooked chicken, 2 for the creamy soups, 3 for sweet potato fries, 4 for apple and nut butter, or 5 for the bean stew. And here's something special. If you want my personal recipes for any of these foods, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Next week, I'll share detailed recipes that make these foods even more delicious. Now go open your kitchen cabinet and start building those stronger legs, one tasty meal at a time.